If you like a faux facelift, like without the surgery, then you will love today's tutorial. Hi everyone, it's Smitha. Welcome back. And if you're new here, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you an everyday look that helps to lift your face but without the surgery, and something that's soft, glowy and foxy. So if you're ready, let's begin. I'm going to start with a pore perfecting sunscreen. This one's from Tatcha. While it has an SPF of 35 and it gives you the sun protection, it's also weightless, it's anti-aging, and it also blends effortlessly, giving you that invisible matte poreless looking skin, and it doesn't give you that white cast. I'm applying a generous amount on my face and on my neck. Your neck is also exposed to the sun, so make sure you cover that up as well. To keep my lips hydrated, I'm using a Wet n Wild lip balm. If you like your skin to look like skin and effortlessly glowy, then I would highly recommend a tinted moisturizer instead of a foundation. And the one that I'm using today is from Laura Mercier, and this is in the shade Almond. This gives you a light coverage, but a very natural one. And to apply it, I'm just using a kabuki brush. This one's from Doe Color. It goes on really well. I feel like the coverage is natural, but still gives a nice layer over anything like red spots or dark spots and hyperpigmentation. So overall, think of this product as something that will give you a sheer coverage, but hydrates your skin and blurs the imperfection, overall giving you a very natural look. And because the tinted moisturizer gave that sheer coverage, I'm going to use a little bit more coverage around my eyes and mouth. I'm using the Milani concealer in the shade 145 just to conceal some of that uneven skin tone. The reason it's called a facelift is you're literally lifting everything in your face. So in the simplest terms, the way you'll be doing your makeup to lift your face is by pushing your makeup upward and outward. Using the ColourPop concealer in 200N, which is a deeper shade, I'm going to start cream contouring my face to add some dimension. Everything that you'll be applying on your face and eyes will be moving upward and outward to lift it. Adding depth and dimension to your face gives you a nice chisel look when done properly. I've seen a lot of people add too much contour and not blend properly, and when you see their face from the side, you can see the contour and it looks really odd. So make sure you use just the right amount of contour or concealer, whatever you're using, and blend it seamlessly. It should look like you naturally have the dimension and no makeup on, or very little makeup on. Until you get that effect, keep on blending. Another way to give that lifted face look is by using a lighter concealer to highlight in the high planes. So I'm going to be using the Milani concealer in the shade 135. I'm going to be using it on all the high points of my face, and again with the same kabuki brush, I'm going to blend it out. For that very glowy natural look, I'm going with a liquid blush today from Rare Beauty in the shade Joy. And rather than applying it on the apples of the cheeks, I'm going to apply it higher up, which I usually like to do. That again gives you that lifted look. This is highly pigmented, so I'm just applying very little. And again, I'm going to be using the same kabuki brush to blend it out. Another thing that will help to get that lifted look is to take a little bit of cream contour and blend it on the sides of your eyes, moving outward and upward. Using the Airspun Translucent Loose Powder, I'm going to very lightly set only in areas where I tend to crease, which is mostly my T-zone. And then I'm using a setting spray. This one's the Professional by Benefit Cosmetics to set my face. For my brows, I'm going to be using the Benefit Precisely My Brow in the shade 6. This is a brow pencil, and I'm just going to be using hair-like strokes to fill in the sparse areas. And I'm not going to be extending the tail end of my brow because again, we want that lifted look. As I said in the beginning of this tutorial, I want everything to move upward and outward, so I'm not going to move it downward. I'm using the Laura Mercier brow gel to hold my brow hair in place. I'm going to be doing a very subtle foxy eye that you can wear every day, and for that I'm using the Bite Size eyeshadow palette from e.l.f. in Truffles. I'm going to be first using this light brown shade with a fluffy angled brush. I'm going to draw out a wing in the very outer corner. It's going to be a blended wing, and that's why I'm using a fluffy angled brush, not a sharp angled brush. With the same brush, I'm going to be using this deeper shade of brown, and I'm going to be repeating the previous step. I'm going to draw out a small wing in the outer corner, but I'm not going to buff it out as much as I did with the previous eyeshadow. And that way we get the ombre effect. The deeper shades are closer to the lash line, and as it moves upward and outward, it becomes lighter and finally melts into the skin tone. Using the Airspun translucent powder, I'm going to clean up underneath the wing so I get that sharp edge. Just like I did with the previous steps using the eyeshadow, I'm going to be using the black eyeshadow, and this time I'm using a smaller angled brush, and I'm going to keep it very close to the lash line. Because we're going for that foxy look, I'm also going to extend my liner in the inner corner using a thin nail brush. If you want to know how to use this, I'm going to link the tutorial right on top. Let's finish up, and for that I'm going to first curl my lashes to prep my lashes for the mascara. The mascara that I'll be using is the Makeup Forever Excessive Lash Mascara. Again, we're using the same concept of pushing everything upward and outward, and I'm going to follow the same with my lashes. And as you can see, that gives that extended lash look, which gives that foxy eye look. I'm going to finish up by using a coat of mascara in my lower lashes. And here's the completed eye look. It's a very subtle foxy eye, and it'll complement any eye shape. This is an optional step to use highlighter. You don't have to, but I just wanted to give you that option in case you plan to do so. I'm using the Ofra Cosmetics highlighter in Milk and Cookies. And again, I'm going to be using this on the highest planes of my face. Because my forehead is already glowing so much, I'm going to avoid applying it there. I prefer that natural glow, and I'm going to finish up by using it on the bridge of my nose. On my lips, I'm going to be using a lip tint by Colourpop in Waikiki, and I have to tell you guys that this is my absolute favorite. I've been using this every single day. It'll look like my lips, but just a better version. It is so subtle and soft and sweet, and I've just been using this every single day. I haven't liked a lip tint this much. And here's the completed look. Let's look at the before one more time. And here is the after. It's soft, it's subtle, it's glowy, it's foxy, and it gives you that lifted face without any surgery. And I absolutely love it. I hope you do too. And if you do, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I post several times a week. And for your convenience, I'm listing all the products that I used in the description box right below this video. And you'll also find my social media links there in case you plan to recreate this look or any of my other looks. Please don't forget to tag me. I'd love to come by and say hello. I love you guys so much, and I will see you soon with a brand new one. Bye, guys.